Hello, everybody, and welcome to Season 3 of my F125 Myteam career mode. We're not quite on Season 3 just yet. We've still got a couple of little things to sort out, and you might know that I conducted a poll on the channel. Oh god, what's my computer doing? I conducted a poll on the channel about yesterday. Yes, that's a good sentence. Asking whether you would like to change the length of the races to keep them at the same length that we did in Brazil, or keep them at 5 laps. Now, I gotta be honest, it was a very, very split vote. It was quite literally 50-50. I will get the image just now if I can find it, and I'll show you. I think it was literally like straight down the middle. Where is it? There it is. So I asked, can I get that in the middle? Yeah, I'll do. So yeah, so whether you'd like to keep the races at 5 laps or whether you would like some medium length races. And as you can see, it was quite literally a 50-50 split. So what we're going to do, I'm going to honour that vote. And for Season 3, we will just do a mixture. We will do some at 30% races and some at 5%, and we'll just mix it up as we go. And I think what we'll do for the first race, we'll do a 30% because I've got the setting on that already, and that will be in Australia. And then we might do a couple of 5-lap races after that, and yeah, we'll just mix it up and see how we go. So hopefully that's all right with everybody. Give everybody a bit of what they want. Play the old democracy game, and yeah, hopefully everyone will be happy with that arrangement. But yeah, so this is the situation that we've got. So Jenson Button has declined our contract, so I think we can offer him another one. Bortoletto's obviously already gone, so we have no more opportunities to meet with Jenson Button. We are continuing talks, so I think this is our last chance to basically get something in order. There's a 62% chance with the current one, and that's the best chance we've got. So he's happy to take, that's weird, he's happy to take less of a salary, but a greedier signing bonus. I don't know, so I think we might just have to send this one. And if he doesn't accept, then we will have to, well, we'll have to sign 2 more drivers. We already need 1 more. We'll have to sign 2 new drivers for next season. So we'll send this contract, hopefully he'll accept it. Will Pedro Diniz keep funding? We might have to find a Brazilian driver so that Diniz keeps that Parmalat money going. Otherwise, we're going to have to change the team name again. Gaston Mazzacane already pulled out. So, yeah. So, personnel facility. Delays in equipment from our regular supplier are disrupting our facility expansion. I mean, we can wait. It's the off season, isn't it? We can wait. Nothing happens for 3 months. That's all right. I don't know why it says season break. Oh, Jenson. Right, cool. Jenson Button has accepted. We've got 1 driver for next year. Now we need to find another driver. But I've got no slots. Can I get rid of him? I don't really know what happened because all 3 of these are like, can I just start talking to somebody else? I can't. So I've kind of screwed myself really if these people don't accept. So I was thinking of maybe just getting like Felipe Massa in or something. But this is where I don't know whether that's just, are we going to get a chance to sign somebody else, or are they just going to pick somebody for me? And notice we got some spare cash reserves. Yes, we have. Alright. So I don't know why I'm assigning upgrades now. It's literally like there's no more races left. I'm sure there's no more races left. Is there? I'm sure Brazil was the last one. So look. Yeah. But I guess because this game does that thing where obviously Abu Dhabi's still part of the season, or it's still that weekend still on the calendar, so it thinks there's a break even though there isn't. All right, come on in, you corporate wankers. Let's give you some stuff. All right, there you go. All right, you can stop whinging now. I'll give the personnel some facility improvements as well. Everyone's a winner. Alright, driver signing. Gabriel, yeah, I know this already. Owner training. Let's do some personnel training, why not? Improve my people skills. Yeah, we got... Oh, okay, whatever. Surely that would be the perfect time to do it when there's a break in the season. No? Right, let's get to the end of this season. See what we can do, and then... The wait was long, but there are required supplies. Okay, cool. That's alright then. Well, I don't really know what we do. We just twiddle our thumbs and hopefully they give us a... I'm quite literally twiddling my thumbs, so you can't see it, but... Right, what's going on with this driver situation? I can't finish the season. I got no fucking driver. Right, this is what I don't get. Yeah, I know. So what happens? Do they just give me a shit one or what? Because I can't do anything. I've signed this driver. I can't sign and they've all rejected it. Surely if they've all rejected me, they should move off. They should be removed from this, and then I can have talks with somebody else. Because now I can't talk to any drivers. The season's going to end, and they'll probably just give me somebody really shit. So, if anyone from F1 is watching, they're probably not. Or Codemasters or EA or whoever runs this thing now. I think that's what I found frustrating the last time when I played Myteam. It's why I stopped playing it the first time. Because signing drivers was a really frustrating really frustrating process. It just puts you off doing it. I knew I should have just gone for like a Massa or a Weber or a whatever. Hey, we got a pole and a win. Yippee. Right, let's see what's happening then. Right, so I think we're probably just going to be given a driver, I guess. We'll just have to cope. Right, calendar changes. I mean, I was quite happy with the calendar we had last season, to be honest. I might... Do we need Austria twice, though? I might take... I might take the one off Silverstone. I'll take one off here, and we will go to... We go to China? Yeah, why not? We haven't been to China on this yet. And we will also go to Singapore. Yeah, we haven't been. I don't think we've been to those circuits yet. Right, so who have we got as our driver 2? Let's find out. Roman Stanek, 65 rated. This is going to be a fucking riot, isn't it? Ah, it's really annoying. I should have just signed Massa or Coulthard or something. Right, what engine? We can afford to go out for a Mercedes engine, can't we? That's what we had last season, wasn't it? No offense to Roman Stanek, but it just means that I'm going to have to heavily rely on Jenson Button And because we haven't got a Brazilian driver, Pedro Diniz has pulled out. So that's a real shame. And who is going to take over? I think the team's going to go in a British direction. All right, and we just think you need to think of like an amazing British driver that took Formula One by storm. Max Chilton, whose family probably have the money to buy an F1 team. Max Chilton. Oh, what can we do? Max Chilton Racing? That sounds a little bit, I don't know. There's Max Chilton Racing. That's not really a sentence that got used much when he was actually in F1. Okay, Max Chilton F1 will be really, really original. Team colours. We're going to go all British. Blue, white and red. Why not? There we go. Right, actually I want to copy those colours. Teamwear colours. Oh yeah, it's done that already. Right, now we need to do the livery and stuff. Do we want Azure again? Actually, yeah. Let's go for this one. What about this? That's actually quite nice, to be fair. It's a bit... reminds me of like the Alfa Romeo. Matte. That's a bit shit. Satin. Gloss. Yeah, metallic's quite nice, to be fair. Oh, yeah. Actually, I'm quite liking this. I'll have this bit white. Yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah, go for it. Suit. Oh yeah, probably need to change the suit as well. Yeah, I do. Gloves, don't care. Oh, cool. Actually, title sponsor. Oh yeah, locked in anyway, aren't they? Right, let's go. With our driver that doesn't want to be here and the F2 driver that we don't want. Who took matters into our own hands and made a signing. Yay, yay, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh, I changed the badge. Still got a Brazilian feel. I need to do that. Can I do that now? Yes. What upgrades? Right, that's a corporate. Oh, I don't need to every time. Right. Customization. We need to change the badge. That's what I forgot. Team identity. Yes. It's basically just the same badge, but we'll put a different color on it. Can I not do anything else to it? That seems a bit shit. Oh yeah, you can do it. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Right, white. I mean the shapes and no crap. That's Russian almost. That does look very Russian. That doesn't look British at all. Right, let's see if we can do a different emblem. Circles. Oh, that's nice. That's quite nice. I like that. It's a bit simple, but teamwear colour. I thought I changed that already. Oh, look. Just snap my fingers and there we go. The guy just changes clothes automatically. Right, enough dicking around. Let's head towards some actual racing. Window closed and only one driver was secured, so we had to scramble around. You best have no complaints about who you managed to. I do have some complaints. I've been really harsh on Roman Stanek, I've got to be honest. Hi George, yep, new season. Couldn't quite get the second driver though, so we've ended up with Roman Stanek from F2. So I don't know how well that's going to go down. We'll see. Auto assign. Yeah, as you can see, quite a difference here. So I'm probably going to end up going with Jenson Button more often than not. So yeah, what we'll do, because the poll I did was pretty much even. So we'll go over the 30% for the first race, and then we'll do a couple of 5 laps after that, I think. Bortoletto went to Williams. He signed with them at the end of last season. So yeah, he screwed me over. So if we see him out on track, we're going to take him down. Alright. Yeah, where is he? There he is. Gabriel Bortoletto, Williams. Bastard. So where did Sainz just get... Sainz just get canned? I think... Oh no, Sainz is at Red Bull now. And Max Verstappen's at McLaren. So Lando Norris has just been dropped altogether. I mean, he did have a very poor end to last season, so maybe that makes sense. Right, now they make you do the first the first practice session. How far are we behind the other teams? It doesn't tell me. I think I might just have to do the first one. Or actually, do you know what? Sod it. We can catch up later. It's fine. Yeah, we don't need to. I mean, we're far behind enough as it is. Screw it. Our cars had issues coming to Australia, so we couldn't get out for practice. They fell out. Our cars fell out of the plane in Singapore and crash landed, and we had to make new ones. Houses were destroyed. People died. It was horrible. Not as horrible as this weather though. It's qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix. Reminds me of Melbourne this year, which was pretty damn awful. Right, same balance. Should I just go for it? Yeah. There we go. Brand new red and blue livery, which I'm really liking. Right, oh, good start. Good start. Starts for me to go on. Excellent pace here. Look at that acceleration. Oh, I've picked the wrong setup here. This is not the way to go. It always screws me over for the race. I have a really shit qualifying and really wet conditions. Oh, fuck me. Oh, right. Okay, do you know what? Fair enough. Oh, dear. Well, it's a good start. We're back of the grid anyway. Screw it. Yep. Max Chilton is not going to be happy. His first race at the helm. So Verstappen's looking pretty mighty in that McLaren. 4/10 of a second from Leclerc, and then Hakkinen, Sainz and Tsunoda in the Red Bull. Piastri at his home race. That podium curse might go on. Okay, Stanek a whole second off Pierre Gasly, but then we can't really talk because at least he actually set a lap time. hate driving in the wet on this game. I'm so bad at it. As soon as I see clouds or as soon as I see rain, I'm like, oh god, why? But at least this is going to be dry. A few tricky spots here. Yes. It's going to be dry. Right, comeback's on. The comeback is on. If we can stretch it out, have a good first stint, 20 laps this race. So maybe we might be able to do an alternative strategy, maybe. So yeah, my optimism coming into this season has been slightly curbed. Indeed, yeah, we need a Max Verstappen Interlagos style charge here. I don't know if we're going to get it in this car, but we do have the best engine, so hopefully that Mercedes power is going to give us something. But yeah, we need a Max style performance here. Seeing Max Verstappen and McLaren McLaren gear is just weird. Although I suppose with the Dutch connection, the orange suits him quite well, I guess. Right, let's go. Sydney Opera House took 14 years to build. Good. Don't really know what to do with that fact. Alright, here we go. Don't worry about being at the back. Just the better, I suppose so. Right, we're going to go back to this setup because I don't think that balance setup is going to work around here. Because the straights aren't that long, to be fair. Right, we'll go for this one. We'll start on the medium tyre. We'll see how well it goes. I was maybe thinking about doing a hard tyre and then soft at the end. But I wonder if the pace offset might be too much. What if I could try it. Hard. Stretch it out. Yeah, maybe. Nah, screw it. Why not? Let's be different. Because then if the tyre wear's not too bad, we can always stretch it out. Oh, we're up a place. Jack doing his home race. He won't be getting on the podium. He will be overtaking me, though. Right. Nice and clean. Stay out of trouble, he says. Just wouldn't get off me. I don't exactly get off him either. Right, dive bomb. Oh, there he is, Bortoletto. Can see him. Oh, I have to exact revenge. I feel like he's going to pull away now, though. Stay with me, boy. You think you can just up and leave? He says, yeah, that's why I'm pulling away from you. Okay, maybe I've made the wrong call here. Right, we can still do this. Look at that time gained. Science is down there. Oh, weaving. Oh, excuse me. Down the inside. How's the grass taste, Gabby? Is it good? Yeah. Well, that's what you get for going. You can screw me over like that. Leave me without a driver. Oh, yeah. No, thank you. You stay where you are. Hold on a minute. Is the audio alright? Getting warnings about bitrate and stuff. I don't know. Right, let's try and catch up to these guys. So Carlos Sainz is having a bit of a shocker. I don't know, did he get a grid penalty or something? I'm sure he was starting fourth, but maybe... How'd you get 10th place grid penalty on the first race in one shot qualifying? What do you have to do? It's not like you're going to change anything in your car, is it? Oh, cool. Thanks, George. I was worried that I was getting all like messages going, oh, this audio bit rate's really low and it's lower than recommended and it's bad. Catching up to Hadjar. To be fair, we're actually, when we got DRS, we're gaining a lot of time here. Don't think we'll have enough to get past. It's probably so slow in the corners, you don't have anywhere to go. So you have to like lift off. I reckon I could get Hadjar to the inside. P15. I don't think we're going to catch Carlos Sainz, though. He's not really our race. I imagine that Red Bull is going to charge through eventually. But yeah, I don't know how he got a 10-place grid penalty. First race, one-shot qualifying. It's not like he's going to come into contact with anybody. Alright, so solid start so far. We're up 6 places. We did start ahead of doing. Nowhere near points though. And we're on a tyre that's a lot slower, but more durable. How's it holding up? Yeah, front left's taking a bit of pain, but it's not too bad. Could be worse. That's the problem with these long races sometimes, is that if you're not in a battle and you're quite a way behind everybody else, it can get a little bit lonely. You're just kind of coasting around, really. There's no F1 this weekend, which is a bit annoying. There's no football either. Well, it's international break, but I don't bother watching, to be honest. It just bores the hell out of me. Do I really want to watch England pass the ball around the back for 35 minutes against Andorra or whoever the hell we're playing? Struggle to break them down, even though they're made up of like policemen and firefighters and stuff. Don't know. I only really watch the tournaments now. I know F1 either. And I'm going to my mum's house on Saturday because I'm doing a quiz. And part of my mum's roped me in to help me out with the quiz team. My job is to provide sports knowledge, which I'm generally alright at, to be fair. But the guy doing the quiz this time, he's quite a big rugby fan, and I know nothing about rugby, so I might struggle this time round. We caught up to this lot though. I'm surprised. Science not really making any headway, kind of getting stuck behind these guys here. And obviously with the setup we've got no straight line speed, but we have got cornering speed. And whilst they're all having a little squabble, we might be able... Oh, science stuttering. Could we get through on Aaron as well? Oh, that's a bit tight. Didn't know what he was going to do there, but we've made up 2 places. I didn't think we were going to get past Carlos Sights, but Ollie Behrman doing a nice little job holding this slot up as we're now a quarter of the way into this race. And we're making good ground, to be fair, if we can stretch out this strategy. These kind of races that made me wish I'd put the safety... I completely forgot about the safety car, because I've been so used to doing 5-lap races as we're going to have a little go, and that did not work. That was stupid. Just forgot to brake. Yeah, probably should have put the safety car on, because sometimes it can give us a bit of an advantage. Oh god, what am I doing? Yeah, new car seems to be better, and we've had some upgrades put on it before the season ended. Oh god. Oh fucking hell. As I said, I don't know what happened there. So I got really sideways. I think this is where I got distracted. Science came across me, hit me, and then I just lost the car. Well, that was weird. Thankfully, I've got a remedy for that. Right, let's try that again. Right, we'll go here, because I managed to stay in front of Science. Well, yeah, it seems to be better. Right, don't do the same thing again. Yeah, like I was saying, had some upgrades put on it before the season ended. So it seems a lot closer and a bit more competitive. God, they're so slow through here. It's like Groundhog Day. Every single lap, you're just doing the exact same thing, passing in the exact same places. They get you back. And then... You tired? Is he not tired again? Right. Lap 11 for me. Oh yeah, I didn't really consider medium as an option. Right, what's the... Oh, right. Oh, dude. I can't do this all at the same time. Right, I'll keep it the same for now because I didn't really see what... Oh, that's not too bad. That's bad tyre deck. I mean, the front left's taking a bit of a beating, but you're telling me that can't last 12 laps and then the medium can't last 8 laps? Or the soft can't last 8 laps? That's fine. I was expecting it to be like 50%. What is wrong with me? Jesus. Is there something broken on this car? Every time I come through there, have I taken a bit of damage or something? Because there's no reason for that car to do... Maybe it's the DRS open? Obviously, if the DRS is open on a curve, obviously it will just spin out because it can't handle... Obviously, lack of downforce, it will just... I'm sounding like I actually know what I'm talking about. I don't. Oh, God. Behrman, please. How do the different tyres work? So basically, there's 3 different compounds that come to a race weekend. You've got the soft tyre, the medium tyre, and the hard tyre. The soft tyre is the quickest tyre, but it wears out faster. The medium tyre is sort of obviously slower than the soft tyre, but more durable. And then the hard tyre is the slowest tyre, but is more durable than the medium and the soft. So basically the hard tyre has more rubber on it, which allows it to be able to run for a longer time. But basically the more durable your tyre is, the slower it is. but you are able to do a longer strategy on it, or a longer stint on it. So it could be the difference. So that's why there's sort of different tyre strategies. So some teams, for example, might do 2 medium stints and a soft stint, and other teams might do a hard stint and a soft stint. So some teams might 1 stop, some teams might 2 stop, depending on how well the tyres last, basically. Like in qualifying, for example, teams will use predominantly soft tyres because that's what will get you the quickest lap time. Sometimes there are some circuits where medium tyres work better for some reason. Maybe it's to do this. Sometimes the soft tyres wear out too quickly. But yeah, generally in qualifying, soft tyre is the way to go because obviously they're quicker, less rubber on them, and yeah, you just get a quicker time out of it. But obviously, I'm not an engineer or tyre expert, so it's probably a lot more people that can explain that a lot better than me. But that's my understanding of it anyway. So we've got 3 laps left to go on this stint. Front left is wearing a lot quicker. Obviously, it's long right-hand corners. They're taking a bit of pain. Some drivers starting to come in now. Sometimes, oh, Villeneuve, and well, we're not racing these guys. What was that? Oh, I just hit something. What does that say? Was the puncher Verstappen had because of the durability or just unlucky? I think it was probably caused by something on the track. It might have been caused by a bit of debris or something because it happened quite quickly into his stint. So I reckon he probably just sometimes when a bit of debris is out on the track, a driver runs over it and they can pick up a slow puncher. So I reckon that's probably what happened to Verstappen. So yeah, probably just unlucky really. What was the next thing to say? If I raced in F1 in the first turn, I'd probably have a 5-second time penalty, and I start last always. I'm in P7, and then 2 laps later, I cause a big crash. I'd probably be the same, to be honest. Oh god, it's doing it again. DRS, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think sort of people underestimate how difficult it is to drive these things. Like, it's friggin' hard. I mean, obviously, I've never driven an F1 car. I've never come close, but yeah, it takes an awful lot of skill. And people that don't watch F1 go, "Oh yeah, it's just cars drive around in circles. I could do that, mate." But really isn't. Like, yeah, I probably wouldn't even last a corner. I'd probably run into the back of somebody else straight away, and then that would be my race over. Or I'd probably bin it on the way to the grid. Well, that's P9 though. Obviously, we're going to lose quite a lot. Although we built, to be fair, we've got. I mean, we'll lose probably most of those places anyway. But we will be on the soft tyre towards the end, so we'll be on a quicker tyre. Oh god. What's that? I can drive it, but I always get last because every single turn I always go to the max and never braking. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, yeah, you kind of do want to brake if you want to make the corner. But yeah, I know what you mean. Um, it's hard to get the braking right because it's very easy to. And in F1 games, I feel like the brakes aren't very responsive. So yeah, it is very easy to sort of run wide or lock up or um just miss your braking point. Yeah, it took me a long time. I mean, I'm still not great at it now, but yeah, like even now I miss a lot of breaking points and I have to like yeah, yeah, it's a hard skill to master. Yeah, turn one in bar range tricky because obviously it's almost like a hairpin, really, isn't it? Kind of. Because you've got such a long straight as well. If you don't brake in time, you end up just shooting straight off and then having to come back on and lose a lot of time. So yeah, it's tricky. Right, so I've got to remember to actually pit this lap. Tyres have held up alright, to be fair. Oh god, don't want to do that. Right, so Antonelli and Stroll, I imagine will probably come out behind maybe that Haas or that. Is that the Racing Bull? We'll see. Um, I get the race leader, but I bottle it up because even though I have a big gap, if I go to the max, my car flies off. Yeah, it's getting that balance right, isn't it? Because obviously you always want to be quick, but being quick at the right time. Because if you push all the time, then yeah, obviously you're going to make mistakes because you're pushing too hard and you'll run off. And it's just knowing when to kind of slow it down a bit. And yeah, it's just that stuff just takes practice, you know. Right, we've come out where I thought. So between the Haas and the Racing Bull. So has everybody stopped now? Yeah. This is our true position. So we have gained 6 places over that stint. So that's not too bad. Um, and then ending up retiring the car. Is that like because of damage or because of a crash or something like that? Or oh, Hulkenberg's out. Is he ahead of us? I think he was behind us. Uh, Kissing the wall off to. Oh yeah, I've done that. When you try and you push too hard through a corner, you end up going wide and you hit the wall. I've been there many times. Yeah, it's annoying when that happens. I've probably done that a lot around here as well, particularly through that section. Yeah, like I said, it's all about finding that balance between being fast on the straights and then being smooth through the corners. But the thing is, you do gain a lot of time in the corners if you get it right. You gain more time through the corners than you do on the straights, which kind of sounds counterproductive, really. But oh god, yeah, these soft tires aren't quite lighting up as much as I hoped they would. think we're actually quicker on the hards. But I think to be honest, I think most of that was just a scruffy lap from me. But yeah, I think this is our race now. We're just sort of stuck in the middle of nowhere between Behrman and Lawson. So we managed to get past this lot. But then obviously staying out on the hard tyre has kind of lost us some time. So maybe we should have done that medium soft stint. We've ended up, yeah, it's cost us as a result. Sometimes it isn't my fault. Some crazy dude rammed me in the back in Saudi Arabia, and then my rear. Yeah, I mean, sometimes obviously it depends on who you're up against as well. You know, you get some crazy people in like lobbies and stuff when you race online. You know, some people are just out to wreck you. Some people don't have good racecraft and don't know how to race wheel to wheel. And not that I do either, but yeah, I suppose you know, it all depends on who you're up against. So I'm not saying it's always your fault because it's not always your fault. It's depends on what's around you sometimes. I haven't raced online in ages. I've never really been like I've never really been big for online gaming, to be honest. I've always just sort of played like by myself, which sounds really lonely. Sounds like I have no friends. But I don't know, I've always preferred playing offline for some reason. I don't know whether I'm just something's wrong with me or what. Any plans to do a race watch along for any of the last races? I might do the maybe Abu Dhabi if the championship's still on, but the way it's going, it probably won't be. I did try. So I tried a few months back. I think I did the Hungarian Grand Prix and the Belgian Grand Prix, but to be honest, I didn't really enjoy it as much as I thought I would. Because I think, I mean, the Belgian Grand Prix, obviously there was a big stoppage with the rain, and it didn't get going for like 2 hours. But yeah, I tried. I did it as like a trial thing, but I didn't really enjoy it that much. So I don't know if I'll go back to it. I don't think it's really my thing. And I think I'd rather just watch it, to be honest. One time someone pulled a Vettel on me and I got second. Um, are we talking Vettel in Canada? That's the only example where you like go on the grass and stop you from getting past, or a Vettel in Malaysia where he should have held position and didn't. I assume you mean Vettel in Canada, where Hamilton was trying to pass him, and yeah, that's frustrating. Yeah, somebody like pulls a dirty move on you. Oh, the Vettel when he passed his teammate. Ah, okay, I know what you mean. The one with Mark Webber in Malaysia. Yeah, that is annoying. I suppose if you've been told to hold position or whatever, and you've got a plan, and yeah, it doesn't go. Yeah, it's frustrating. God, I'm too busy looking at chat. I'm driving all over the place. Yeah. Do you do like league racing or do you just like race for friends and stuff? Or do you just do random races? This race has gone by quite quickly. Right, 2 laps to go. It's going to be a very lonely P15. Oh, you're racing with friends. Okay. You were both Red Bull. So yeah, so pretty much like Webber and Vettel. Multi 21 2.0. Yeah, pretty much history repeating itself, yeah. So the exact same cars, exact same teammate situation. Let's hope he doesn't win 9 in a row, eh? Can't believe that's 12 years ago. Seems in some ways that Vettel era seems like a really long time ago, but in other ways it doesn't. That was the last time we had like V8 engines. So it went hybrid after that. Weird how time works. You lost the win and the championship. Oh, mate, that's gutting. Ah, that is, yeah, I understand. I'd be pissed if that happened to me. Did you lose the championship to him, or did you lose the championship to somebody else? Was he just not playing the team game? Max Verstappen has won. We are a long way behind. My driving's been dreadful last few laps. Right, so it's going to be, yeah, very lonely P15. Oh god, that's not going to do the floor any good. But it seems to have survived. Oh, that tyre wear rate. I probably should have gone into the mediums. We've been absolutely killed in this stint. Oh, I can't even turn the car in. There we go, P15. Happy days. No points, sadly, but solid race to be fair. But the very next championship, I lost it again from him, but he's now in McLaren. Ah, man. Well, hopefully it'll be third time lucky for you. I suppose now he's in McLaren, he can take the rivalry to a new level. And yeah, finally get your revenge. Yeah, thanks, George. Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty solid race. I don't think I could have done any more than that. Max Verstappen takes the victory from some Red Bull guy. Oh, Sonoda. The guy that's been with them for a year. Still in the battle with him, third season. Well, I hope this is the one. I hope you come out on top this time. I believe in you. You can do it. Don't be afraid to get your elbows out. Give him a bit of a nudge. I know, seeing Verstappen in a McLaren is just weird. Very weird. Although at least the Dutch fans don't have to change their outfits. They just wear orange. Alright, so Verstappen wins from Yuki Tsunoda. Mika Hakkinen still got it. What is he, like 55, 60 now? Must be. How old is Mika Hakkinen? Let's have a look. I'll have to Google it now. Mika Hakkinen. He's 57. That seems about right. Yeah, Russell, Villeneuve, Leclerc. I mean, these guys are in a different world. Piastri, Antonelli, Albon, and Sainz rounding out the points. Lance Stroll just missing out. Where did Stanek fit? Oh, lap down. I think that's going to happen a lot this year. So yeah, obviously the championship is looking like that. But the constructors, that is not good. Max Chilton has not had a good start. So McLaren lead the way, Mercedes, then Red Bull and Ferrari, Aston Martin and Williams. All of these guys yet to score. Speaking of Tsunoda, do you think he gets a car next year? I think Red Bull will keep their lineup as it is. I think it will be better. I think it'll be better for Hadjar to give him another year in the Racing Bulls. I mean, I think the thing that goes in Tsunoda's favour, I know he's had a disaster this year. And I know that car's obviously we know about the second driver problem at Red Bull. Like so many drivers have come into that. So many good drivers have come into that team and just struggled. I think the thing that goes in Tsunoda's favour for next year is that obviously it's a new regulation change, a new regulation set, and also he's got a new team principal who's worked with Yuki before at Racing Bulls, and I think over time he will create a better balance between Max Verstappen and the second driver. I mean, he already gave Yuki a bunch of upgrades after Belgium, I think it was, and he did start scoring points. I mean, I know he's had a tricky couple of races, but since the summer break, Yuki has been scoring points a lot more often. So I think they'll keep him for next year. I think they'll keep the lineup as it is. I don't think there's a lot of talk about Arvid Lindblad. I don't think he's ready yet. Personally, I think the potential's there with him, but I don't think he's ready for F1 yet. I think keep him in F2 for another year. And yeah, just keep the lineup as it is. See how if Tsunoda's still struggling next season and it's not quite going well, then yeah, make a change. But I don't see any point in. I think this year for Red Bull was a bit of a write-off. I think they knew. I know they made the Lawson call early, but obviously Tsunoda going in and struggling, and I think they've realised now that there's something wrong with that the second car can't adapt to. But I think for next year, new team principal, new regulation set, I think there'll be a better chance for Yuki to succeed next year. But yeah. But will also be like 10 years of dominance because that man will take wins every time. Well, just try your best, man. Just do what you can do. Sometimes, I mean, there's always going to be drivers that are better or faster or quicker or whatever. You just got to try and do the best job you can. And hopefully, keep believing. And hopefully it'll happen for you one day. Right. I am thinking, what am I going to do? God. How do I do a poll in here? Right. I'm going to put a poll in the chat, similar to the poll that I did on the channel. Do you want, shall we do this, a 5-lap race, or shall we keep it at 30%? I'm going to put a poll in the chat. You can vote for it. If we do it 30%, this will probably be the last race of the stream. But if we do it 5 laps, we can maybe fit a couple more in. I think we're gonna go for. Oh, I need to keep that open. So yeah, there's a poll in the chat. If you want to vote for it, you can do, and I'll have a look at it in a minute. Oh, we're split again. 50-50 again. Oh, this was my worst nightmare. We need a third person in the chat to seal it. Oh. Right, I'll go Jensen Button again. Oh, that was what I feared. Like Verstappen and McLaren will dominate for years. Only dude who can beat him is actually team management. Ah, it's like a Verstappen situation, is it? Where every second driver is just told to serve him, basically. I understand. Right, I'm just gonna go and grab a quick drink. We'll be back in a minute. I'll keep that poll open for another minute or so. We'll see if anyone else has a deciding vote. Yeah, back in a second. Oh. Still neck and neck. I don't know what we're gonna do. Go for an hour already. That's crazy. Still at 2 votes. Right, what am I doing? What am I doing? I genuinely don't know what to do with this. I reckon 5 laps if we can squeeze 2 races in. Yeah, it's true, we could do that. Oh, just had a third vote. It's gone for 5 laps. Five laps could be taking it, guys. So I'm going to give it 20 seconds. And then I'm going to close it. Also, I don't like this circuit. I really don't like it. I don't know why I picked it. I really don't like this circuit. Right, I'm going to close it in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Okay, 5 laps takes it, guys. Sorry to the person who voted for 30%. Maybe we'll do that next time. Right, we have got a sprint weekend. We might, yeah, if we do it this way, we might be able to squeeze another race in after that as well. Do you think Oscar Piastri is getting sabotaged by his own team? No, I don't. I think he's just... One, he struggles a lot towards the end of the season anyway. It's been a pattern in 2023 and 2024. Two, I think he's lost a lot of confidence in himself. I think maybe that Monza situation did affect... he's come out and said today that the Monza situation affected him a lot. And 3, I think, honestly, I think he's just struggled with the pressure of it a little bit. Obviously, I think Lando's got more experience. I think Lando's worked a lot on his own mentality from last year and has come back in a stronger place. You know, I mean, Oscar, you know, he's only his 3rd year of F1. You know, it's, you know, what was I going to say? Sometimes I mean, he's been in title fights before, obviously in F2 and F3. But F1 is a totally different ballgame, and you know, it's a lot of pressure. And sometimes that's, it can be difficult to deal with. But yeah, I don't think he's being sabotaged. I don't think McLaren would willingly. I mean, think of it this way. McLaren spend over $100 million on that car, or in the development of that car and getting those cars ready for a season. They have hundreds of people work on that team working on Piastri's car. Do they, would it really make any sense to sabotage him? Would it really make any sense to, all those workers, all those people at McLaren that are responsible for his, side of things? I'm not really explaining this very well. But no, I think, to be honest, I think it's a combination of, one, losing confidence, two, I think he's struggling with the pressure. I think it's overwhelming him a little bit. And three, Lando's in really good form. Do you think the Monza situation hurt his confidence? I don't think those points will be decisive. I mean, in the context of things, a 3-point swing is not massive. But when you're what McLaren should have done is they should have just admitted they made a mistake with Norris's pit stop. It happens, and they should have just left the situation alone. When two of your drivers are fighting for a world championship, you do not meddle in that situation. Asking Piastri to give up 3 points to his championship rival was completely unreasonable. Like, there's no reason for you to do that. You do not go to your driver and say, hey, look, the guy that you're fighting, you need to let him past. Because, yeah, those 3 points could have been decisive. They probably won't be now. But they could have been decisive come the end of the season. And McLaren would have effectively decided the World Championship, the Drivers' Championship. You can't really do that. And I know at the end of the day, F1 is a team sport. And, team personnel care a lot more about the constructors than the Drivers' Championship, because that's what they work for. But yeah, if both your drivers are going for a world championship, you can't tell one to give up points for the other. It's just not fair. And yeah, mate, I reckon his confidence probably did take a big hit from that. But at the same time, he's lost a lot of points. He had a 34-point lead. And yeah, he's now 24 points behind. That's a big cough up from Piastri. And, all right, yeah, I mean, Monza probably, like I say, Monza probably did affect his confidence, but to let it affect you this much, to the point where you give up nearly 60 points to your championship rival in the space of 6 races? Yeah, I still don't think it's a. Whilst, yeah, like we said, it messed with his confidence. I don't think it accounts for this kind of drop off. But yeah, I mean, Lando Norris was in a situation last year where he wasn't delivering at the right time, and everyone was calling him a bottler and saying that he didn't have it in him, and he's come back this season and he's come good at the right time. And maybe Oscar can learn from this, learn from where it went wrong. And if McLaren are in the title conversation next year, maybe it's his turn to put it right. But yeah. But yeah, I definitely, I don't think McLaren. I think McLaren made the wrong call to get involved in that. They should have just left it alone. Shit. Right, what setup did we? I don't know. I didn't pay any attention to that qualifying at all. P21. Shit. I don't know why I picked this track. I hate this circuit. Really, it's one of my least favourite circuits on the calendar. I really don't like it. Should have pulled a 2022 Verstappen. In terms of what, like, pulling away from everybody else, or? Alright, here we go. Into I hate. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank God this is only 5 laps. Or 3. Oh, no, it's a sprint race, isn't it? You've got to do a circuit twice. Oh, fucking hell. Forgot about that. I didn't even. I'd say that's how little attention I've been paying. I didn't even know it was a sprint race. Oh fucking hell. God. Yeah. Yeah, this is probably one of my least favorite circuits. This Miami, Zandvoort. I don't like that track either. Yeah, they're probably my least favorite circuits on this game. Oh, we're struggling with this front wing damage. Oh, do you know, I really thought we were going to kick on this season. It's been a disastrous start. Oh dear. I can't even brake for the corner. Oh, well, they asked him to let Perez. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I think Max Max was pretty blunt about that. But that's the difference between a Max Verstappen or yeah, I think that's the difference between a world champion and a non-world champion is that Max Max Verstappen would never ever have allowed that to happen. If he was at McLaren and they told him to let Lando through, he'd have told him to fuck off. And rightly so. You know, that's what, Lewis Hamilton would have done, Sebastian Vettel would have done, Alonso. And that, yeah, like I say, that's the difference between the elite drivers and everybody else is that at the end of the day, yeah, it is a team sport. But at the end of the day, they're in it for themselves because they want to be world champions, and that's why they are world champions. And I wonder if Oscar Piastri had his time again, guys, I take Gasly's front wing off. If Piastri had his time again, I think he would have made a different call. No, I don't think this. I think McLaren are trying to do this like happy clappy everyone's friends thing, but it doesn't work. And I think the problem they've also got is that Norris and Piastri are so close and they're so similar in terms of ability. Like they're not far off each other at all. That they've got this situation where they can't prioritise. I think they just had to let them fight it out. Yeah, I remember that Max call now. There's no way he'd have let that happen. And from what I remember, when he made that call, it would have been more beneficial for the team at that point to let Perez pass, I think. But yeah, Max just said no. I'm fighting for my position. If he wants to pass me, he can pass me on track. Why have I gone for medium tyres? What the fuck? Why have I put medium tyres on? What the fuck? Who sanctioned that? See, again, not paying attention. Oh, can't, it's only been 3 laps. I can't wait for this race to end. Why the fuck did I go medium tyres? Right, Giga Send. Gasly, I've missed it. I've missed it. No, I haven't. Got him. Hey, P16, suck on that. Still no points. Hopefully we can make it up in the race though. Oh yeah, Verstappen's going to run away with this, isn't he? Piastri second, yada yada yada. Any surprises? Not really. I think Roman Stanek's going to run away with 22nd place. 14-point lead already. Yuki's doing pretty well though. Yeah, this season has got a Max Verstappen. It's going to be like 2023, isn't it? Like I say, imagine if you put Max in a McLaren this season. Jesus. Right, let's do some. Let's do. This is going to be painful. Right. I wonder if we go maybe increase top speed. That might allow us to actually make the corner. Oh, I turned in too early. Oh no. Oh god. Actually, that wasn't too bad, to be fair. Back in P21 though. It's what we love. Do you know what? This isn't going to. I say this. Oh, I'm really wide there. Oh, if we're off the back row, I'll consider it a success. We're 2 seconds off the pace. Oh, that's not how you take that corner. The line is all over the place. But we built this car for top speed, so let's try and get some pace back. Oh no. P50. I don't know. I'll take that. That's not too bad. I don't feel bad about asking questions, mate. That's how we learn stuff. How do the different kinds of qualifiers work? Which mean like in the game or the like one shot qualifying versus normal qualifying or so obviously standard qualifying is obviously you have 3 sessions. 5 drivers get knocked out in Q1 and then in Q2. So the bottom 5 get knocked out in Q1. Slowest 5 drivers. So you start with all 20 in Q1. the slowest 5 drivers from that session get knocked out, and then the top 15 go through to Q2, and then the slowest 5 drivers from that session get knocked out, and then you're left with a top 10 shootout for Q3, and then the fastest driver takes pole. And then one-shot qualifying is basically every driver gets 1 lap and 1 lap only to set their time. And then if you make a mistake on that lap, then it's tough shit, basically. They used to have that when I first started watching Formula 1 back in 2003. We had one-shot qualifying. And we had like 2 sessions of it. So it was one on a Friday and one on a Saturday. And then the qualifying session for Friday would determine the running order for Saturday, and every driver would get 1 lap. It was basically Operation Try and Stop Ferrari, and it didn't really work. There's a lot of things put in place that season to stop Ferrari, and it looked like it was going to work, and then Schumacher took it in the end. And then before one-shot qualifying, back in like the early 2000s and before that, qualifying was just 1 hour long session. It was pretty boring. So I think every driver got 12 laps out on track. But yeah, it's pretty dull, to be honest. Yeah, I think the I haven't talked about elimination qualifying. That was a shambles in itself. So they brought in 2016. One of Bernie Ecclestone's bright ideas is he decided to bring in elimination qualifying, so that every 90 seconds a driver would get eliminated. There would still be 3 sessions, so it would still be 5 drivers getting knocked out of each session. But before the end, there would be 90-second gaps, and a driver would get eliminated every 90 seconds. And it was a complete farce because nobody knew whether they were on track. By the time you figured out somebody was out, there wasn't enough time for the person at the bottom to set a lap, so they'd end up going out anyway. And it was just a complete mess. I think it got scrapped after 2 races because everyone hated it so much. But yeah, I definitely think the qualifying session we've got now is the way to go. I think if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's worked well for 20 years. I think qualifying is the best part of most people's weekends. Yeah, I don't feel the need to, I don't think there's a need to change it at the moment. I think it works quite well. And then when the sprint races came in, first of all, they were used as qualifying. So the sprint race used to be qualifying for the main race. But then what would happen is you get drivers that would crash in the sprint race. They'd end up having to start at the back. But then because their cars were so badly damaged, they might not have been able to take part in the race anyway. Haven't really noticed. We're up to 8th. We might get points. The car's not handling too badly in the corners, I've got to say. Obviously, we're focused on straight line speed for this one. But it's not handling too badly. And for me, complaining about this circuit and saying it's painful, I'm not really feeling the effects of that so far. But I've got Antonelli right behind, and we've got Stroll as well. But hopefully our straight line speed will give us something. Please, Antonelli, no. To the inside. We got the place. We managed to keep it. That's important though. If we can keep that pace, then we stand a good chance. There's still 3 laps to go. I can see why I don't like this track now, because 2 laps and it feels like I've been here forever. Oh my days. Oh. I feel like I actually drive better when I don't think about it, when I'm dialed into something else and I'm not actually concentrating on what I'm doing. So even this lap feels like I feel like I've been doing it forever. Like this weekend has just felt so long. I'm glad I didn't make this a long race in the end. Yeah, no worries, man. I was always happy to help out. I don't know how well it actually came out. I tend to just talk rubbish, but I think it made sense. Did you get a look at the Audi con? I did, yeah. The livery looks a bit meh. I mean, it looks like a starter livery from F1 from this game. It looks like they've gone for like a base livery and gone, yeah, we'll just go with that. Which is a shame because the concept livery they did before when they like launched the Audi project actually looked really good. I don't know. I mean, I like a silver livery. Like I remember the McLaren silver liveries were amazing. Obviously, the Mercedes silver livery, some of theirs have been quite nice. So, but I don't know, it just feels a bit bland to me. But I'm looking forward to seeing what Audi can do next year. Obviously, put a lot of investment into it. You know, Sauber have made some. I know they're still ninth in the constructors, but they've made some decent gains in performance this year. And you know, with a young driver like Bortoletto, who's got a lot of potential, and obviously a very experienced driver in Hulkenberg, it's yeah, I think they're in a good place. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they can do. Can I send this up the inside again? Oh, God. Yeah, that's true. I mean, obviously we've seen it without the sponsors, haven't we? It's I suppose every livery looks bland when there's nothing on it. So maybe I'm judging it too harshly, but yeah, maybe if you stick a few sponsors on it, it'll look nicer. Right, last lap. We're doing a pretty good job of holding this eighth place. I know we're losing a lot of time on the straights, but we're doing an all right job. Not gonna lie, I did not expect points to come out of this race. I mean, it could still all go wrong. I've got 3 cars behind me. Albon's not gaining that much, to be fair. Not as much. I mean, send him to the outside, just do what we did in the previous lap. Brake here. Hopefully, superior exit. I mean, our exit speed's been pretty good, I have to say. So we are going to come through for 8th place, and we are going to get some points, which I did not expect at all. Okay, 4 points on the board. Driver of the day. Everybody's happy. Max Chilton, our new overlord, gets his first ever points finish. Never got close to it as a driver, but he's tasted it as a team principal. Max Verstappen's domination is over. Charles Leclerc wins the race. I'm assuming Max probably finished second though. Yeah, it was a good race. Good race. Made up some good positions. Had a decent fight with Albon and Antonelli. It didn't work out too bad in the end. Yeah, Max finished second. I thought it was Valtteri Bottas in the finish flag. No, Mika Hakkinen. I'm surprised Bottas isn't on this game as like a spare driver. That might have been a good idea. That's what maybe they could have done. Like maybe put a few reserve drivers in this game as like free agents that you can sign. Maybe. Yeah. So Leclerc wins from Verstappen, Hakkinen at Russell, Sainz finishing. Oh yeah, he's at Williams. I was thinking he was at Williams. He's at Red Bull now, isn't he? Villeneuve, Sonoda, we finish in 8th place, Albon in 9th, Antonelli in 10th, and Stanek is last. Of course he is. So Verstappen leads the championship from Leclerc, Hakkinen in 3rd. Russell was pretty much the same as it was in the race. So Sonoda, Villeneuve, Sainz, Piastri, and then we are currently locked in a titanic battle with Alex Albon for 10th. And no one else has scored yet. We're off the board. We're on 6th. We're in 6th place. If we can keep this going, that'd be pretty handy. Yeah, level with Williams. And then all of these guys have not got their points yet. yeah. Doing in 12th. What are you doing here? You don't belong here. Shouldn't even be an F1. Get out. Justice for Colapinto. I wonder what he's thinking right now. Obviously, I ditched him for Bortoletto. And then Bortoletto's ditched me for Williams. He must be raging at me. Right, I think what we'll do one. I've probably got time for one more race. And then I'm going to have to call it a day after that. I think that might be the plan from now on. Maybe do one long race and one long race and then 2 short races. I think that might be the plan going forward. I think that seems to work pretty well. But I thought it said PTSD. Title signings, title sponsor opportunity. Get some PTSD. I wouldn't call my company that. Like I said, that's the first thing I saw. Right, let's go to the Japanese Grand Prix. I'm going to ignore all other team. Oh, go away, corporate. Yay. Good. Well, the fans like us a little bit more. Hi, David. You okay? Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're all right, mate. Good to see you today. Yeah, I think that's probably. I think that's probably for the best. Yeah, one short race, two. Oh, say it again. One long race, two short races. I think that's the best balance. I think what we're going to do, we're going to give old Stanek a run out, see what he's got. And I say we're stuck. I've been really harsh on him this stream. I was just bitter that that I couldn't sign anybody. How's the stream gone? Yeah, a bit of a mixed bag. I mean, we had a solid race in Australia, but we finished 15th. Yeah, quite a long way off the points. And then in China, terrible sprint, but we managed to finish 8th and get our first points this season. So pretty happy with that. Hi Legends, good to see you. Hope you're well, mate. So yeah, Suzuka now, another track that I don't go particularly well around. So this might be another painful race. Oh, I can't start with this one. If I'd done it a little bit earlier. Oh, we failed it. Of course we did. Alright, go straight to quality. I think we'll probably do like a balanced setup for this one. Obviously, it's quite a few long straights, but there's obviously quite a lot of corners to get right as well. That S's section, I always screw up. I'm horrendous through there. I've seen plenty of sensational laps over the years. Notably in 2005. If you haven't seen the 2005 Japanese Grand Prix, I would highly recommend that you do. Because I think, in my opinion, it's one of the greatest races of all time. Kimi Raikkonen coming from 17th on the grid to win the race on the final lap. Those days of refueling where everybody was on different fuel offsets and different tyre offsets, and yeah, it was an incredible race. What happened to Bortoletto? He went to Williams. He decided to screw me over and head over there instead, so he can get fucked. But then I screwed over Colapinto to get him, so I guess karma bit me in the arse on that one. Well, I've screwed this lap up already. I didn't even get to the S's before screwing it up. Oh god, I'm on the grass and everything. Oh, 2.3 seconds off already. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I say Suzuka's not one of my best tracks. I love this track. It's a great circuit to go around, but I do not go well here at all. It's a real driver's circuit, and that's why I'm rubbish at it. And here we have Roman Stanek, the new driver, who's 4 seconds down into the last sector, but he's got an amazing cheat. All right, his brakes have stopped working, and he takes an amazing pole position for the Japanese Grand Prix. Nobody saw that coming at all. Everybody thinks he's on steroids. How he pulled out that time in the last sector, I have no idea at all. That wasn't really the plan. I thought if I cut that corner, I'd still be last. That was not part of the plan. I thought I'd be like, get it to a respectable time. I honestly, I thought I'd still be last. I did not. That was not part of the plan. I didn't. Right, so Roman Stanek's got pole position. Complete illegitimate pole position that he does not deserve, and we won't convert it. I do feel a bit dirty now. That wasn't part of the plan. I didn't think Stanek was going to get any points this season. I thought, oh, just a little boost through the last corner. It'll gain us a couple of seconds. I might be off the back row. Stanek is the GOAT. He uncovers strategies that no one else can think of. 75 years F1 drivers have been taking that corner, you know, the normal way, and Stanek just thought, why not? Why not just straight line it? No fewer than 12 world champions have been crowned at Suzuka. Senna and Prost were both crowned on the same day. Senna was crowned first and then he got stripped of it. Or was that? I'm sure, yeah, I'm sure that was the race where him and Prost came together. And then Senna came through to win, and then I think he was disqualified for going the wrong way. Then I think that was part of, the conspiracy theory is that it was part of Jean-Marie Balestre and Alain Prost being evil French bastards and giving Prost the title. But I don't know. My memory's a little hazy. I probably got that wrong. But right, here we go then. Roman Stanek's first ever pole position in Formula One that he earned all by himself. It's lights out and away we go. Max Verstappen is, well, I'm no match for him really. Look at that, I've screwed it up already. Look at that, down to third. Through the S's. Dreadfully. So McLaren have already run away with this race, that's good. But then, to be fair, I don't deserve anything out of this race. Yuki Tsunoda will want a podium at his home Grand Prix. But he's not going to get one. So we are very, very much out of our league here. This is unfamiliar territory for the guy who was plucked at random. No one wanted him. Max Chilton didn't even know who he was when he decided to sign Stanek. To the inside. Sort of taking that corner legitimately that time. No one knew who he was. When he turned up to the factory for the first time, everybody thought he was the new data engineer. They stuck him in the computer room for 4 hours, and then they realised that he was the actual driver. And Max Chilton said, "I'm so sorry for any confusion." And he was like, "That's okay, mate. Everyone makes the same mistake. They did that to me in F2." And now here he is with a chance at an F1 podium. Look at the way he holds these drivers up with such precision. And such a great technique here, the way he positions his car in the middle of the circuit to enable that the better drivers cannot get by. Good. Look at the way he just cuts them off and just doesn't let them go past. He'll take their front wing off. He won't care. Oh yeah, Greg. Yeah, Greg got promoted. Greg's obviously got given a setup last year in his honour, and they've now decided, right, what we need you to do, we need you to take on this role. We've got nobody else. Nobody wants to sign for us. We haven't got a driver. Oh fuck. Oh god. Yeah, just yeah. Nobody wants to sign for us. So what we're gonna do is we're going to give you a new profile. Alright, you're going to go by the name of Roman Stanek. Now for this, you are going to have to put on a Czech accent. And Greg was like, I'm not very good with accents, but I'll try my best. And then he went for it. And it's passable. No one's really pulled him up on it yet. There's a couple of guys that have gone, are you sure? You sound a bit German. I'm not sure the accent's quite right, mate. He's like, no, I'm Czech. You can check if you want. And yeah, they all laughed. So now Greg is an F1 driver. And he's doing a great job. 2 laps away from his first ever points. Right, 2 laps to go. Oh yeah, I took Leclerc's front wing off. That's why. Why is he pitting in a 5-lap race? Because I destroyed his car. Oh, it's always his first. Oh, now I've destroyed Hackens as well. To be fair, you should have known that I was coming back onto my line. All right, you've been in Formula One for a very long time. I know it's been a while. It's been 25 years. But, you knew what I was doing, mate. Oh, God. We're actually holding up better than I thought. I thought we'd just get past like we weren't even there. And they say cheats never prosper. Huh. Surprised it took me till season 3 to pull a stunt like that, to be fair. Alright, one more lap after this. There we go. Accelerate away. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I ruined Hackenen's race now. Right, who's next? Who else wants to have their front wings smashed off? It's just turned out to be an amazing race for Roman Stanek, who is widely believed to be a data engineer called Greg. Rumours have not yet come to fruition. Oh god. But you can see some faults in his driving there as he loses the place to George Russell. It's widely thought that a driver who's not qualified, I don't know how he got his super licence. Yeah, how would Greg have got his super licence? He just had his mate make a fake copy. There's also another employee there called Brian who makes fake IDs on the side. And it's like, yeah, I'll make you a fake super license, mate. And yeah, that's how he got in. Here comes Jacques Villeneuve. Let's do an Alonso on Schumacher around the outside of 130R. But Roman Stanek, amazingly, the guy who everybody wrote off, the guy who might really be Greg, is going to get 10 World Championship points. It might be the only points he ever gets. Doesn't even get driver of the day. That's mental. Oh yeah, well, I did start on pole, didn't I? That's what I forgot. Yeah, if you lose positions, you don't get driver of the day. That's the rule. Yeah, Max Verstappen back to winning ways. Bit hypocritical though to have a Red Bull helmet when you clearly McLaren driver now. You clearly McLaren driver. That was a good sentence. Oh, I don't know about you, but I loved watching that today. Greg, the data engineer, proving everybody wrong. And Yuki gets a podium at its home race. That's nice. We've missed the Dutch national anthem. What? You've gone 2 weeks without hearing it. Alright, so there we go then. 5th place. Verstappen wins. McLaren 1-2. Albon, Anthony, Bortoleto. Oh, that's not good. Judas Gabriel Bortoleto getting a point. Jenson Button down in 17th, and then look at all these races I've ruined. Yeah, the FIA might do a few little checks, but Brian knows his stuff. All right, he would have made sure that it's watertight. Look at that lead Verstappen's got. Jesus Christ, 35 points already. The battle for second though, pretty good. Roman Stanek is in ninth place. We've got 14 points on the board already. Jenson Button is getting shown up by a guy who nobody knew. That means we're 5th place in the constructors. We've definitely earned that. Kind of similar story to last year, really. Way below the top 4, but we're ahead of Williams, and that's what matters. Yeah, I definitely think that balance between doing a long race, doing a couple of short ones, I think that's definitely better. I think it works better. So I think we will do that going forward. It might not necessarily be the first race either. I think it will depend on whether I like the circuit or not. Am I willing to do 20 laps around this circuit? Ah, thank you, George. Thank you for joining me. As always, good to have you again. Yeah, you too, mate. You too. Talks with Roman Stanek have sufficiently progressed. I have an initial meeting. Right, I'll tell you what, we'll do that next time. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to end it here. Thank you for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. It's great to have a chat with you, as always. Thank you for keeping me company. If you did enjoy the stream, please be sure to leave a like on there. And if you're new around here and you like what you see, why not get subscribed so you can see more stuff like this. If you're watching this on a replay, comment below any thoughts and suggestions that you may have. But yeah, thank you once again. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.